Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're going to open with a daily today. Europa and Luke have played it. Yesterday we did fine. I mean, 185 is okay at least. You know what? In fact, let's go to Greedbud just for a sec. And I'll find my name. I just want to check because we don't know how many people are actually playing the dailies right now. So yesterday I was 142nd, that was top 1.28%. So that gives us a little bit of a baseline. Roughly 10,000 people, I guess, did the daily yesterday. So, okay, 10,000. We can keep that in mind. This one goes to Just Mom as Kane. Europa has a 37,000 goddamn score. Europa, that's silly, man. That's too much. All right, no seed today. I'm really, like, since I've gotten back, I've been trying to kind of refocus the way that I think about Isaac. Not like we're going to start doing 4 episodes a day of Isaac or something like that, but I think I'm going to treat it less like, or at least for now, I have the luxury to treat it more like, almost like my daily meditation, which sounds like pretty much the lamest shit of all time. I use this as my daily meditation. Not to say that meditating is lame. You know what? I think we'll look for a reroll there. I think I'm just gonna enjoy opening the day with like 2 Isaac episodes, or two recordings of Isaac episodes, and then, you know, go about daily business that is not Isaac for a while, rather than having like a 45 video Isaac backlog. Try to keep it as current as possible, and also leave some space open to record other stuff, because, you know, it's like playing Minecraft, right? Isaac is kind of like my mine, if that makes sense. It paints a kind of cynical picture, but I know that if I ever need diamonds, I can go just bash away with my pickaxe and make some diamonds out of Isaac, right? Like, that's, again, kind of a cynical way to look at it, but there's some truth to that, in this analogy at least. And then, like, variety is like making a portal to the Ender realm. I don't know anything about Minecraft. The Nether realm. You know, it's going to be unfamiliar and scary, and there might be all sorts of stuff there that we don't know, and maybe we're going to make a couple missteps and fail a couple times, but, you know, at some point you gotta venture out from beyond your mind. I mean, otherwise you're just smashing the pickaxe against the rocks, getting more diamonds, not doing anything with them. I don't really know what I'm getting at there. You get the idea, though. That's my commitment to more variety. We're gonna get but Isaac's not going anywhere. And neither are dailies. That's, like, the principal thing is I want to try to keep those current. I think we may have to take Taurus. We'll do that other room up there, but with only 1 penny, the odds of us getting a reroll are not great. It's not that Taurus is bad, it's just that this run is so short that it seems like it would be awesome to get an item that maybe gives us better breaking chance, but I don't know. We'll try the 1 penny. Didn't work. We'll take Taurus. Truth be told, Taurus is actually really good in conjunction with Cube of Meat, even though the early game speed down is going to be a little annoying. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy to have it. If we can ever get enough speed to start using Cube of Meat aggressively, that's going to make the rest of the game really, really quick for us. I forgot what Luke's score was on this one, just as a point of reference, not as necessarily something to be, ooh, wow, that was a nasty bounce there. Not necessarily as something to be like a goal to shoot for, but just like to keep it in perspective where we're at, you know, relative to our competition, who we want to sunder, destroy, and see driven before us and hear the lamentations of their women. I'm being sarcastic, of course. Rubber cement. Might not be the best item for seams, but could be fun regardless. So I'll take that. One of my favorite items in the game from a flavor perspective, at least. Guess we can just leave. We don't get anything for fighting these guys. Golden chest is going to be inaccessible, but on the bright side, we can blow this guy up and get to the curse room. The curse room has provided us with more spiders. I think you do get points for killing these spiders. I don't know. 15, 20 points, you know. Take care of the pennies. The pounds take care of themselves. It also gave us a Joker card for killing them, which is really, really good. What do you do with a Joker card? Well, the obvious explanation would be to use it to get a deal with the devil on the first floor where we don't get a deal with the devil, but kind of in keeping with the last run, I think it's sensible to, let's see, pretty fly's pretty good. It would be sensible to keep this and teleport out of boss rush. But then we can't get back into the floor from the mom fight once we exit. So there might be an opportunity there, but I'm skeptical. Probably the more likely outcome for us is that we're just going to use it in exactly the way that I kind of poo-pooed earlier. First deal with the devil we don't get, we'll take. Or we'll use it, I should say. Or if we like don't have HP for some reason, but want to get back to a deal with the devil to take something we already saw in it but could not afford, That could work as well. Ooh, I have to admit, jet lag hit me pretty hard last night. It might sound like I'm a little down. I'm not really down, I'm in a decent mood, but I did not sleep well last night. Normally I try to sleep like, I mean, these are luxurious hours. Don't be mad at me, okay? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Remember that you created this monster. I usually sleep like 2 to 10. I try to sleep 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's kind of my natural rhythm of things. Believe you me, I know how lucky I am to not have to get up at 5 a.m. every morning. Let's take this. But that is not the way yesterday worked out for me. I ended up falling asleep at like 7, and I slept from 7 to 1, which is actually 6 hours. It's not that bad, but it kind of shocked me. I was like, I woke up and I saw the clock was 1 p.m. and I was like, oh, I fucked up miserably. But it's okay. I'll readjust my sleep schedule a little bit. I hit that point where I was like just reading my phone at like 6 a.m. and had been doing so for like 4 hours because I wasn't tired. I was just lying in bed for no reason. And I'm like, am I just gonna try to stay awake for the whole day? And then of course, as soon as you think that, that's when you actually pass out. That's my number one tip for insomnia. My actual number one tip for insomnia is maybe like consider getting a prescription for Ambien. It's very effective. You gotta be careful with it. I'm not speak to your doctor, of course, it is a prescription drug, but if I really truly cannot fall asleep, Ambien, like a quarter of an Ambien will knock me on my ass in like 2 seconds. So we got Spider Butt. I really should be using Spider Butt a little more often. I hear melatonin works well as well, but I'm pretty sure it's just jet lag that's rocking me baby like a Steve Miller Band song. There's something, I don't know if everybody has this kind of feeling, but you know, I guess we all grew up going to school pretty early. Unless, wait, if you're homeschooled, I know somebody out there watching this has been homeschooled. What, did your parents make you wake up super early, or your home tutor make you wake up super early? If so, you should be able to pick your own schedule. That would be a great life. To be a 6-year-old kid and be able to sleep in as late as you want, even though, what, like 6-year-olds usually go to bed at like 7 p.m. or something like that. I don't know, this has become a totally different discussion here, but when do people normally go to bed? At certain ages? Because I remember in 6th grade, our teacher was like, when do you guys go to bed? And I was like a 9:30, 10 in 6th grade. Please don't use this as a moment for, bragging. Oh, in 6th grade, my parents let me go to bed whenever I want. That's actually like a little scary, man. You should have like, kids need limits sometimes. But then one of the girls in class, I distinctly remember, it was like, I go to bed at 11. And everybody in the class was like, oh, 11 o'clock. And that strikes me now as kind of like a quaint notion. Like, are 5-year-old kids going to bed at like 2 a.m., staying up and watching the Red Shoe Diaries or whatever pornography is on HBO these days? I'm hip with the kids. I'm with it. Tucka, 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 tucka. It wasn't until, well, I mean, even in high school, I was going to bed at, that's not AWAS. Even in high school, I was going to bed at like midnight, but I had to wake up at 6:45 a.m. to get to school, which is not complaining, but it was a long bus ride. I put in my time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We could look for a second secret room, except no, we can't, because we don't have any bombs. We just don't have a way to get a seam at this point, so I'm a little confused about how we're gonna make this happen. But obviously there is a seam. You know, Europa got 35,000 points. That strikes me maybe as more of like a shovel situation than a teleport through the self-sacrifice room situation, just because the point total is so high. I don't think you get that many points from teleporting, but to be honest with you, I guess I don't really know. Let's pop this so we can see where the secret room is. So there is a self-sacrifice room, and I do think we owe it to ourselves to take a look at this now and say, you know, is this where we try the self-sacrifice room? I'll definitely take this. And I think the answer is we have to at least consider it. Are we strong enough to beat to beat the lamb right now, and moreover beat the rest of the dark room, which is probably even more difficult than the lamb? I would say the answer is probably not, especially after we spend the HP necessary to get to the self-sacrifice level to actually get there. But it might be the right play. but we're going to have to make a judgment call there. Sharp plug, I don't think is worth it. A bomb could be worth it to get to the secret room. Tinted rock over there. Tempting, but not 100% mandatory. I don't know, we've got some decent damage now. Lump of coal I didn't really talk about because I was talking about bedtimes. Which was probably like the least interesting discussion I could have brought up. Broaden? Could have been bring it up? I don't know. But hopefully it was more interesting food for thought than it came across to me. I really do think that, ooh, yeah, we will take Magic Mush. Let's just take it right now. There's the shovel. So that's what we're looking for. We have to keep the shovel. We did spend a little, well, we took a bit of Spirit Heart damage there, which I'm not stoked about. We don't need to use it immediately, but we should use it immediately, I think. Also, the extra speed upgrade from Magic Mush is going to help us out so much here. Like, it actually compromises or compensates for us losing that Spirit Heart by, like, 30-fold, because we're going to get so much invincibility. Not that they were, you know, mutually exclusive to begin with, but this is really, really good. And actually, I think I was mistaken when I said that our cube of meat was going to be the big haul there. It seems like the damage from Taurus itself is just good enough. Another penny. At this point, that was really close. I would say that we should probably get a bomb. And a Spirit Heart as well. Yeah. Do we need Sharp Plug? I mean, it's kind of a nice, like, failsafe in case things go terribly wrong, but I don't think it's necessary. We're about to go down to the depths 1, so in terms of HP, we're doing fine. Now that we have the shovel, we don't need to worry about the self-sacrifice room at all. Oh my god, that was bad. Not in terms of HP, I mean, in terms of time, we're doing just fine, but we don't need to worry about the self-sacrifice room anymore. This room was bullshit. And we'll just go to our second secret room, even though we have to travel through this nightmare room. And that was also pretty fly, I think, so I can't really complain about how that's worked out for us. What I was gonna say, no, I mean, it does give us less spacebar items. Is that what no trinket does? In the end, it doesn't matter too much, but I do like this trinket as Kane, or as anybody, but it's the trinket you start with as Kane. What I was gonna say is, I think as, like, you know, more and more people get the ability to work from home, we're gonna see, like, maybe a mildly interesting shift in society. Right now, like, everything's open, like, normal human 9-to-5 waking hours, for the most part, you know. Some restaurants accepted. Some places are not open on Sundays, etc., etc. In some parts of the world, places just aren't open on Sundays. But I think once people start working from home, in a greater capacity, people are going to be like, wow, I love waking up at 10 a.m. Who doesn't love waking up at 10 a.m.? Maybe if you have kids, you don't have that luxury, and that's unfortunate. But you get to have the majesty of having passed on your genes. And everybody else gets to sleep till 10. That seems like a fair trade. Secret room, mostly good for the extra exploration bonus there, I would say. But consumable-wise, we're doing fine. Damage-wise, we're doing great. Extracurricular activities, we're doing okay. Taurus in particular has been really helpful. I guess the thing that we should keep in mind the most is that we don't have to commit to boss rush if it would kill us. We can actually just go into boss Ross. That's not Bob Ross. That's Bob Ross after doing the Super Saiyan fusion dance with David Schwimmer from Friends. So no one told you to have to fight Super Saiyan level 3 Ross. Can't clap because I got both hands on the keyboard here. Your job's a joke, you're broke, and now you're fighting Super Saiyan Ross. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. And in addition to being stuck in second gear, you gotta fight Super Saiyan Ross. Doesn't really work. Okay. Did you know, I mean, this is now Northernlion's Stories from Japan corner. I'm sure a lot of people are going to hear this and say, well, of course. I don't know, have we been to our item room? We haven't been to our item room on this floor. A lot of people are going to hear me say this and say, of course. And, you know, if so, forgive me for being ignorant, but I didn't know that Dragon Ball Z is still like a huge business in Japan. Not just Dragon Ball Z, but I guess like Dragon Ball the franchise. They're still selling, you know, mangas and probably manga, DVDs and new movies and action figures and stuff like that. And I'm not saying like you had to go to the unique Dragon Ball Z store. I'm telling you, like in department stores, they were just like, here's a shirt with you know, you can buy your own gi, look like Goku, you know? I didn't realize. I thought it was kind of like, at least in North America, my impression is that it's fizzled out a little bit. I mean, it hasn't aired. Money Equals Power is pretty good. Hasn't aired in like 10 years on major television, I think, or even semi-major television, unless I'm mistaken, because we don't get Cartoon Network up here. I could be mistaken. Why even do that? I mean, we already had. I guess it could have given us a little leg up on speed, so let's do that. I didn't realize though it was still such a huge seller there. I thought they stopped making it like 8 years ago. I guess I'm mistaken. And that's why you travel, is to figure out where in the world Dragon Ball Z is still huge. And of course you're going to say, well, it was made in Japan, so it's probably going to be big in Japan. I know it was made in Japan, okay? You jokesters. I think we will do that. We got plenty of time. We're fucked on HP temporarily. Hopefully that'll change. That's a portal to the womb. Hopefully that'll change, but I'm skeptical. I also think, wasn't it Luke's score like 11,000 or something? It was like 11 or 15,000. Either way, we're up there. So that puts us in the top 10% if we have a score like that, assuming we don't take a huge damage penalty and die. So I think that we are looking at being kind of min-maxy right now in order to kind of get the highest position we possibly can. But, of course, things could all go tits up here. I do only have 2.5 HP. Other thing that's really big in Japan, TED 2. I don't know why, man. When we were in Japan last time, TED 1 was still, like, it was a few years old at that point, but it was still big. Like, the character of the bear is in, like, every UFO catcher machine emporium in the country. At first I was like, do people know that Ted's not just like a cute cuddly bear, he's also very, you know, he's a lewd dude? And then I was like, come on, they're adults. They know that. That's offensive. It's very patronizing. Hey, do you know that this is actually rated R? Yes, I, you know, have adult capacity for thought. But it did cross my mind at first that maybe kids just like Ted because he's a cute cuddly teddy bear. He's a cute cuddly teddy bear. Say it yourself. Cute cuddly teddy bear. If you're not expecting that little extra syllable to sneak up on you, it's gonna get you. It's gonna trick you. Great googly moogly. Alright. Are we gonna use bombs to get a little extra money? I'd probably say no. But I will use a bomb to get this nickel. 5 cents is apparently my limit on that. And I'm happy to do so because we do have money equals power, but I'm not gonna spend 1 bomb 4 times, so 4 bombs for 12 cents. Although that's not a bad damage up. It's like a 0.48 damage up. That's actually pretty good for 4 bombs. A little time consuming, but apart from that, not bad. The real gut check is gonna come on boss. Oh, that was really, really dumb damage. The real gut check is gonna come on boss rush. Will it be possible for me to key for a key? Leaves everybody blind. Yo, you know that expression people always say, an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind? And then there's that smart-ass retort that is like, nah, it leaves everybody with 1 eye. That's not true. That's if you did an eye for an eye once per person. But if you had an unending while loop that was like, well, everybody's not blind, do eye for eye. That's gonna leave everybody blind, man, I promise you that. The only exception would be if there was some kind of, like, genetically cycloptic man, and then it'd be like, eye for an eye, but then there'd be, like, a null pointer exception, because you'd be like, how can I trade, my eye? Like, you've got 2 eyes, I've got 1 eye, I can't do another eye for an eye trade with you. Now you just got 1 surplus eye floating out there in the economy. It's gonna cause all sorts of issues. You know what? You know what? Yes. And yes. And then we just fucking buckle up. Nope. No, we do not. No, we die, actually. Wow. No, we don't die. We don't die yet. Fuck. We probably die. I know. People are going to be like, why didn't you think of this? How am I supposed to think of this? You know? Like, how am I supposed to know that all of the boss trap room shit is going to have spikes on it? There's no way for me to get around this. If I try to walk on the spikes, I'll die. If I touch the spikes trying to get the body, I'll die. I have to end this daily. That's bullshit, but also kind of funny. I wish I hadn't taken those deals with the devil. That's an embarrassing score. No offense, Luke. Well, that's going to do it for today's daily. A little bit of a shorter one, because I made a boneheaded mistake that I'm sure a lot of people are not going to be happy with. But I tried. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.